Hello everyone. In this video I am going to show you how you can generate data frame out of a raw text. So let's say you have few sentences and you want to construct data frame out of it. So this is very easy, very straightforward, and we are going to use Llama Index along with OpenAI to perform this particular task. So let's quickly get started. So I am on my VS Code and here I have already grabbed my OpenAI key which I am setting in my first cell, and then I'm using Llama Index program, and using that I'm importing OpenAI Pydantic program and data frames rows only. And then I'm taking OpenAI because we are going to perform this using OpenAI, and the entire thing which is happening underneath this is we will be using OpenAI and the Pydantic. So it is the magic of Pydantic along with OpenAI's function API. So let's see how we can do that. So the first thing we need to do is we need to make a call to from defaults, which is from the class OpenAI Pydantic program. And here if you will see, it takes few parameters. So output class you need to provide. You can provide either the prompt template or the prompt LLM you want to use. Verbose setting, whether you want to show your metadata or not. And then you, and there are a few more options over there. So let's quickly have a look at the few key options which we need to pass. So first one is output CLS. So in our case, we just want to see the rows. So that's the reason I'm setting it as data frame rows only. The next thing is LLM, in which we will be using OpenAI. So these are the settings which you need to provide. And if you have many more parameters, you can definitely specify here by separating it with comma. So I'm taking temperature at 0. A model as GPT-535 Turbo, and here is my API key. And then comes the prompt template, which is the most interesting part here. So what I'm saying here is please extract the following input into a structured data. So this would be my input, and the column names are following: name, age, designation, department, and specialization. Do not specify additional column that are not in the schema. So what we are saying is whatever text we are giving, we just want to extract these 5 types of information. There could be many more or there could be less, but we are interested only in these 5. So if let's say information is not there, then it will either show you empty or null for that particular column. So let me execute the cell. It's going to take few seconds. Let's give it a few more seconds, and I need to run this key as well. Then I'm going to create the object of Pydantic program. Okay, so let's have a quick look at the input text, what I'm taking. So I'm saying my text is John is a 35-year-old software engineer who works in the IT department. He's a team lead and manages a group of 5 developers. His favorite programming language is Python. So this is about John. Let's talk about Sarah. So Sarah is a 28-year-old data analyst who works in the finance department. She's responsible for analyzing financial data and creating reports. Her favorite tool is Excel. Coming on to the David, he is 42-year-old project manager who works in the marketing department. He's responsible for managing marketing campaigns and ensuring their success. So this is how this data is structured. It's completely in a raw format, or you can say the statements or the sentences format. So we need to extract the data frame out of it. So one way is we can one person can sit and do this manually, but this thing we can do it using OpenAI in the form of automation. So here I am taking this input text and then passing it to the Pydantic program object which we created above. So let's run it, and you will see response here. So here response is in the form of data frame rows only. That's what we are defining in our above cell. And here what it is saying is these are the row values: John, 35, software engineer, IT, Python. Similarly for Sarah you will have, let me enable the verbose so that we can read it properly. So this is how it looks. So these are the 4 rows it has extracted. So these are the names, then age 35, 28, 42 and 25. There is a designation, specialization, and what are the interests are. So this is how you can extract the text. And let me quickly grab this in a data frame and show you how it looks like. And here you go. So these are the information we extracted. Now only thing remaining is to provide some titles to these columns, and that can be easily done using dataframe.columns. So if I will do this and print the DF, you can see that we have nice data over here. Now, in my case, I'm just taking 4 or 5 columns, but definitely you can extract more. Let's say what are their interests or what are they good in. So it could be any type of data you can extract. But the overall idea is using the Pydantic and OpenAI function calling feature, we can grab the raw text and generate the data frame out of it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and do let me know in comments what do you feel about this and what are your use cases pertaining to this particular feature. Thanks for watching.